All right, good morning. Happy Friday to a 47, 48 degree Friday morning. Things are going to warm up. Today's going to be an absolutely beautiful day, though, and looking forward to it. We have the Special Needs Rodeo. Don't forget about that. It starts at 10 o'clock today here in Athens at the Sheriff's Arena, and high temperatures today around 68 with your low of 47 for the rodeo tonight. And then tomorrow, temperatures of 69 degrees with 60% chance of showers and 100% chance of rain on Sunday. So it looks like we're in store for a rainy weekend. Next week, temperatures are going to stick around 79, 80.
91 on Thursday?
That's right.
Yeehaw.
Nice.
Getting hot and they're getting close to election, Dan.
Getting hot and hotter. And
you ever get nervous about an election? You've been in a bunch of them.
well, you know, this is my 13th campaign in my life. That's a lot of
You got
campaigns
a streak going.
to go in. Well, I've never lost one. You know, that's always a possibility.
And don't expect to lose this one.
Well, I don't expect to, but you know, you always have to have that in the back of your mind. And I've described it a lot of times. You come up to the election returns. People have been voting all day, and you're standing there waiting to hear the results. And it's almost like standing there without your clothes on. You know, you've been open to whoever wants to do whatever. And, you know, they can go in that secret ballot, pull the lever against you or whatever. You never know who did what. It's an exhilarating feeling when you realize you've won.
You don't know what it's like to lose.
No, but I remember the first time I ever got beat in one box. I mean, I thought, my God.
What's wrong with these people?
Yeah, what's wrong? And that was after several years of running, and I lost a box, and it just unnerved me.
You basically been campaigning all your life. What is the good and the bad about doing that?
Well, the good part of politics is the meeting of people, helping people with problems they have, trying to do good for your community. The bad part to me is the partisanship that's especially involved in state politics. Now, in the city and county, you don't have that much partisan politics, but when you go to the state level, buddy, you're in a big time there. On Republican and Democrat opposing each other and butting heads and trying to destroy each other. You know, that's just the way it is.
I know when you went to Montgomery, you gave up being mayor, which you had served for so many years and so many terms. You were going to make a difference down there. Have you been able to? Are you feel like you've accomplished something?
Oh yeah. We have. You know, a lot of people think when you go into Montgomery, the only thing you're working for is just your district, and that's true to a certain extent. But you're also working for the state of Alabama, for the good of the state of Alabama. So most of the legislation that we pass there affects the entire state. So the things that, right after we were elected in 2010 in November, Governor Riley called a special session in December. A month later, and suddenly after 30 days, I find myself in the seat voting on ethics.
Now, y'all ain't even got sworn in hardly, had you?
Well, it's just sworn in, and you go down there, and here they got bills and things. So we did a special session on ethics, and we changed a lot of the methods and procedures that you have to work under, and in the relationship to monies coming into campaigns. So I think those were good things. Now they didn't clear up everything we need to clear up, but it certainly changed the way things happen in Montgomery. And then we've done our Second Amendment protection things. We've done jobs and industrial recruitment. We've done things which I feel is going to be a great help to education. And then we've done our Sanctity of Life bill. So there's all these issues that I feel like we've done good to vote those things in to try to control some things and to try to take restrictions and things off of small business. And of course, there's always the people that oppose that. So, you know, you work within that context.
What has been, you feel, your biggest accomplishment in Montgomery?
Well, I think the legislation that we've done to try to improve and protect the teacher and the state employee retirement systems, and to try to keep down costs for their insurance, but we hadn't been successful in keeping the increases down, but we have covered those increases for the people. And also the Accountability Act, which a lot of the legislators and educators opposed, it keeps the education system from going into proration. And I think that's going to be a good thing in the long term. You know, so many years we'd start school and then suddenly you got to prorate 15% of your money. And that's a bad thing for teachers, students, parents, and everybody.
All right, you've been in the news a lot this week through no fault of your own.
Yes.
For doing what you've been doing for, how long you been doing that radio show?
Well,
I was like the second guest you ever had on there. You ain't invited me back, so I must have said something offending.
No, I think, you know, I always wanted glory on, but it was really an emergency on it first. I knew he would come on. You and Larry. Keenum. They were on my first show. It was the Monday after the Alabama-Auburn game.
Me and the
Saturday.
wife of the coach that was up at Elkmont.
Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs. And she was Auburn graduate.
Yeah, we had, and we were doing the show from the Forward Place showroom, you know. But I've been doing that show about 5-6 years or something like that.
Well, recently, your opponent, Bobby Jackson, has filed a complaint with the FCC. We know how this works.
Oh, yeah.
Demanding equal time.
Yes.
As we were by Judge Mansell's group when we were going to run for probate judge, and we said, okay, we're out. Y'all take whatever you want. They asked for time, but they came to us first instead of filing a complaint with the FCC.
Yeah.
They were prepared to had we not come through. Your opponent goes right to the FCC and files a complaint against the radio, not you, but the radio station, saying that your radio show is illegal, and he demands equal time.
Well, that's what I understand, and you know, whoever he filed the complaint with, he never asked for equal time.
Never.
And of course, he's saying that I'm on the show promoting my candidacy and everything, and that's not factual. Most of the time, my show is about a totally different subject, but you know, you still have to take that into consideration.
Now, he is right from that point of view, and tell me if I'm wrong.
Right.
If anytime your name is associated with something over the airways and you're in a political contest,
likeness.
they get face seen, voice heard, whatever.
Yeah.
He gets to get equal time.
Yeah, and I think even in television, it's even more restricted.
Yeah, it is more restricted.
But
we found out the hard way.
The fact that I am a candidate and I'm on the radio makes it it makes it necessary. If he wants equal time, he asks for it and he gets it.
Now, Keith Casey and the WKAC, they have agreed to give him an hour's worth of time on Friday. I don't know if that's today or next Friday. I'm assuming it's today.
Yeah.
Now, he don't get equal time for you being on every week, just during the campaign.
Yeah, that's right. And he can, you know, I have another show Monday. He can come up after that show.
Now, what if he invited you on to be his guest and y'all debated live on his show?
Well, that might be interesting. But
would you accept his invitation?
I don't know. I'm not real sure about that.
But that would be something interesting.
Oh yeah. And but you know the thing about when you got an hour of airtime and you're going to talk.
That ain't easy.
What are you going to talk about? It's
as we all know, that ain't as easy as it sounds.
And but I do want, you know, my main objection to this is not that, you know, someone attacks me in a political thing, but for one of our good small businesses here in Athens, Limestone County, celebrating their 50th year in business, you know, that's been a struggle.
Yeah.
And then without checking with them to sort of bring you know, disdain upon them. That's not what a
But they did the right thing. They said, yeah, no problem.
Sure.
But you don't
And
control that.
No, that's not.
All right, let's talk about something good coming up tomorrow. I got a little bit of bad news for you about tomorrow, Dan.
What's that?
Now, you got that 11 o'clock. What do y'all having?
Up at the Limestone.
What do y'all serve it?
Whit's Barbecue.
All right, let me get this.
Sandwich, pork, and turkey.
USA Today this morning, you might want to avoid the supermarket bacon if your grocery budget is tight right now. It's the most, it went up, rose the most in 10 months. Meat prices are the sharpest of the year right now. Pork chops rose 11% over the last month.
Oh, yeah. Everything's up in the grocery store. If you talk to any food store or food business, you're going to find out that one of the terrible things they're going through is the price of meat.
But anyway, back to your thing. Tomorrow's free. Nobody has to pay.
So tomorrow's free. I'm going to pay the bill for the Whit's Barbecue. We'll be at the Limestone County Event Center there on Pryor Street, across the parking lot from the Veterans Museum. So come by from